the lunch and learn about the CIRF intake form, and where we can also address things that we're releasing. So we're going to jump right to it, starting with headlines, just a few kind of quick updates. First of all, for everyone on this group, thank you for everything that you're doing. We are, as a society, in a very difficult time here, where marginalized communities are feeling the full weight of injustice that stands in this country. And it's very, very appreciated for everything that we're all trying to do to help make a better and more just world. So thank you again for all the work that you do. Our role here is to help you and do it better and faster. So the headlines in terms of what we're going to cover today and what's available. First is how-to videos in Spanish that Francisco has been recording. We realize that a good number of staff and volunteers need to be able to sign up volunteers, fill out the form. Those are going to be uploaded today on our Mobile Pathways YouTube channel. In addition, this recording will be uploaded to the channel as well. So please just search Mobile Pathways in YouTube and you'll get access to the videos. We'll also send a follow-up email afterwards. And thank you, Francisco, for recording those. New features are going to be released this weekend. We have been hearing different things and ideas that people wanted to see. We're going to cover those now very briefly. Real quick question to the group. Is there any group that's on that does intake forms over the weekends? And if so, what times? All right, I'm going to guess we're trying to do, because we don't want anyone to be filling out a form and then have a new version of the form appear and then you lose the data. We will do it on an off hour, most likely on Saturday evening. We're still determining the final date as we're testing out these new features that we're going to talk about soon. But we need to do it obviously during a time so it won't disrupt, and then somebody's filling out a form, getting information from an undocumented immigrant, and it's lost. So very briefly, I'm going to cover the features, then I'm going to go on mute, and then Jeff will take over showing them to you. After that, floor is open to any questions, concerns, or ideas for what things we could build in the future. We will be collecting these forms, as we know, at least through August. So helping you guys, go ahead. Yes.
I'm so sorry. I do want to say that we are filling out applications on the weekends for car wash workers, and it's usually right after they get off of work, which will be anywhere from 6, depending obviously on our mandate state orders, right? So some car washes have been closing at 5, some at 6. So by the time the worker's contacting us, it's usually 7. So most of the applications that we've been filling out is obviously if the worker's off, we do it on the day. But if the worker's not off, we're doing it until the evening. So a lot of applications do go on the evening, including weekends.
Okay.
But the latest I've done an application has been, I started at 8:30 and by 9 I'm done out of the system.
Okay. Yeah, I think depending on Jeff's sleep schedule, we were considering to do it Saturday at midnight, but we could also consider Sunday morning as well when it's very unlikely. But thank you for that input. That is very, very helpful. So what is coming Saturday evening, Sunday morning, once we figure out the exact time? First, it's going to be multi-page forms. It's going to be easier to fill out without having one long running form in one page. So it's easier from, the tech word is UI, right? User interface perspective, but it makes it easier to fill out. If not all, some of these custom questions do make the forms quite long. So it's easier to fill out. It will be in Spanish. The Spanish language form will be available. We're testing that right now, but the form will be available in Spanish come the weekend. Application numbers. When a form is filled out, it will show an application number. Jeff will show this all in just a moment. The reason that could be very helpful is if people are filling out lots of forms, there's this thing at the top of Camino, the portal that you log into. It's called Global Search. And you can use that number, the APP number. It's APP, and correct me if I'm wrong, Posey, 3 digits. Those application numbers can be searched there in records. Obviously, a lot of people have similar names. It may take a while to find based on name, but those are unique numbers. They're very easy to remember because they're APP-3 digits. They will be shown on.
It's probably 4 or 5, not 3.
Okay. yeah, 4 or 5. And you'll see that right on the intake form. So that is what's coming out this weekend. Easier to fill out forms, available in Spanish if needed, and then the application number is shown on the form, at which point I'm going to switch it over to Jeff to actually show how this works. Jeff, I have stopped share.
Great. Thank you. Let me know. Can you see my, let me see. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Give me one more chance. Can you see now?
No.
No. Okay. I'm going to do one more thing.
Francisco, could we get you slated as a backup right now if you can just log in?
See the form now? No, still no?
No.
Huh, okay, I'm gonna try one more thing, sorry about that. Not sure what's going on. Can you?
I think you have technology issues.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's not working. You're still not seeing the form, huh?
No.
Okay, so
Could we get
I'm
Francisco or Posey please display?
I'm going to, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to Slack, or I'm going to put it in the chat.
I'm ready if you want me to pull it up, Jeff, and you want to talk me through the clicks. This is Chris.
Yeah. So do you have the form up?
I do have the form up. Yep.
Okay, if you want to display, I'll go ahead. And...
Okay.
Yeah, so the I mean, the form is pretty self-explanatory. It's basically all we really need to show you is that it's in Spanish. There's one little trick to it, and there's a little box that says Lista de Selección, and that will change the values of the pick list. So if you want to open up the, Chris, if you want to open up the pick list of Nueva, yeah, you'll see that it's in English right there. And if you click that little box up there, the Lista, it's going to switch everything. It's going to say, okay, I want to read those forms in Spanish. And if you want to just scroll down a little bit, so everything should look identical. The one other feature that we're adding to this, and we wanted to get your feedback on this call, is up. If you go up a little bit, Chris, there's a pick list value, which is asking if you want a text or an email. And if you do want that for the intending immigrant or the immigrant, they can input a text number or an email, which will give them the option to upload documents. And so we know that there's a requirement for a lot of people to submit documents showing residence or other kinds of eligibility. And if that is in fact something that you are needing people to do, this form can give them a link basically so they can submit documents through their phone. And so I just wanted to see, it's not going to be a mandatory thing, it's going to be optional. And I just wanted to get the feedback from this call to see whether or not we should continue pursuing this option for submissions of documents. So they could take a picture with their cell phone and then submit it. We just take a quick survey of anyone who has thoughts on that.
Hey everyone, this is Flor again with Clean Car Wash. I just want to say a lot of the workers have been sending us some documents through their phone. The only issue I've been having with that is that I have to double check the document because sometimes it might be the wrong one. Sometimes it might be the picture's not, it's very blurry. And so I have them resend it again. So what I've been doing is I have them just through communication do that. So my only fear with uploading it directly is that they might upload a document that might not work and then having to go back and switch it off, right? So that would be my only concern with that. I feel like I will still want to look at the document before they update it or upload it.
Okay. Are there any other thoughts? And then I'll answer kind of my first thought on what I was saying. Is this an issue that we need to think about, or should we just not even worry about rolling it out for the people on this call? If it's not necessary, then we won't pursue it. So. Okay, well, I guess I'll take that as it's not necessary, and we'll just, we'll drop that feature, and then the rest of the form I think is basically the same. You can still, if you go, Chris, if you want to go to the third page. Third page asks if you want to submit documents on this page. So in other words, if you're present with someone, you can still submit documents here. That's still already part of the form. And so after you submit the form, you'll get like Bart said, you'll get a number which will help you locate the form when you're looking for it later. Let's say you're putting additional documents or adding additional information. So those are the main features on the form side, and then I don't know, Posey, if there are features on the Salesforce side you want to talk about, or the Camino side.
Last time we went through reporting inside Caminos. We looked at help tickets, so that you can open tickets with us. Those are fully available in the environment right now. Nothing has been changed. So please do feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be able to help out with all these cool reporting capabilities.
I'm pretty. Hi everybody, this is Flor from Clean again. I'm pretty new to just started using the Camino form, and I do have a few questions. I'm happy to follow up offline if it's not. This is something that it's not for this call or needs more discussion than for this call. But my question is, when I click on the tab on top where it says my clients, I could only see like the newest 2 or 3 items have been added. But when I go to my application forms, then I can see all of them there. Is that the right way it's supposed to be?
So right now, right this minute, you have a list called My Clients Created This Week. And then if you drop that list down, there is another one called My Client. So you can absolutely switch it to the other one.
Oh,
so
I see.
Drop it down, and then you can put a little pin on it, and the pin will show you everything.
Got it. Okay, I see that. I see that.
Yep.
And then sorry, that's perfect. Now I get it. And in terms of when I see the next tab where it says application forms, on here, I can manually add the amount to each individual once it's been the amount of payment and then the
Correct.
payment due date by hand once. Okay, so that's not, because I didn't see that on the form, right? On
Correct.
the yeah, and that's because we could upload it later.
Correct. So the intake form takes the request, and
Yeah.
the Camino administrator then later on put in the amount to say, yep, I approved you. There's a status field called to say approved or denied. And then it has a payment method, it has the amount. We're working on the assumption that the people who are typing in the data may not be the same person that is approving items.
Correct.
Mhm.
Correct. Perfect.
And that's why it's not on the field, on the form. Beautiful bird.
Oh, I know, I'm sitting outside because this heat.
Oh
Thank
my.
you. This is very helpful.
Thank you.
And this is that time, I think these are all the updates we had. So if there are other questions from anyone on how to use the form, this would be the right time to ask. So thank you again for initiating. But anybody else that would like to ask any questions or offer any ideas on how to make it easier, better, please do.
Hi, this is Alexandra with Kiwa. Sorry for all the background noise on for me too. I had a question about, so I have registered and can access the form to input individuals, but I don't know what the form is that Florida's talking about being able to see other team members' past entries, or how to access the sort of the entries that have already been entered by myself or others.
And let me just take a quick look. What is your firm?
Kiwa, and it's 100228. We have not uploaded anything yet. I just want to make sure I understand.
So Kiwa, and your first, are you Alexandra?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so let me take a look. Looks like, yeah, you do have a login. You may not have been shown how to use Camino itself. Have you received a Camino login?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And in that case, feel free to go to the link. The link is mobilepathways.force.com/Camino. And I will put that in the chat. So if you were to go to that URL and put in your user ID and password, that will let you log into the backend administration screen, which lets you see all the volunteers' work and administrate payment and all these good things for reporting.
Great, I see it now. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you.
All right, anyone else? I mean, this is exactly what we're here for.
And sorry, if someone makes an error, like a clerical error, can we go in and correct it here too?
Yes, absolutely. So you have full edit permission on the application forms.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna let it go around the floor, then stop the recording so we can distribute. Anyone else has a question about how to navigate the form, editing, accessing Camino? Your favorite good gordita? Going once. All right, I'm gonna pause the recording.
Sorry,
Looks like it was last question. Go for it.
I do. I want to ask about the dashboard button. When I click on it, I can't see anything, but maybe I'm not understanding what the task is for that tab.
So there's really nothing to do. It's an optional thing. We've given you the permission to create reports and dashboards so that you can have some analytical data capability for the questions that you have asked. So since everybody's asked different questions, we haven't created the same one for everybody. We'll be happy to walk you through how to create a dashboard. We've also created some samples that has been shared out. So do let us know. For report and dashboards, those are not required for GSIR administration reasons. Those are good analytical things that you can do.
Got it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We can tee that up as a topic for next week. Just 5 minutes on how to create your own dashboards and reports. Seems like, I think, looks like a head nod there. So let's tee that one up for next week. It'll take like 10 minutes, and we can have a demo ready on how to do that. So, because we can't target create dashboards for, I don't know, 20 different variations. All right, I'm going to stop the recording at that point.